Hi, this is Gardenflower, and get ready for a lot of questions while watching this video, because we are about to beat Pokemon Emerald with question mark. Yup, you heard me right, question mark. But technically its name is just question mark. But let's not dive too deep into this because we have much more important things to do than talk about its name. Like, how did I manage to obtain this work of art? And the answer to that question is Advanced Map. Advanced Map is software that allows you to edit the map of various Pokemon games. And what I did was download Pokemon Emerald ROM, plug it into Advanced Map, and there I went through to the beginning area of the game, Littleroot Town. In Littleroot Town, you are unable to catch Pokemon due to its lack of grass, water, you name it. But with Advanced Map, I can edit in some grass and decide what Pokemon I want to find there. I decided to go with the Pokemon question mark, and that is the story of how I got here. Oh yeah, I also put a Master Ball on this sign so I was actually able to catch it. Before making this video, my goal was to use this question mark Pokemon to beat the game. But it didn't work out, as you can tell. I was able to catch it in a Master Ball, but it would disappear after that. It seems that it just represents the absence of Pokemon, and not a Pokemon in and of itself. Sadly, we are not dealing with a missing no here, we are dealing with a 12-year-old's powerful imagination. Oh, and I also made my mom a Rayquaza, so I'm gonna let this Pokemon speak for itself. Alright, and I caught it. Now let's look at its entry. Wow, so it's number 391. So, Monferno? Nah, it's 10 times the weight. The more I think about it, the more I realize. Do you think the Pokedex entry is all corrupt because Professor Birch hasn't even given the dex to me yet? I'm just gonna leave the name as is. After all, I couldn't do better. I'm as speechless as the game. Let's take a look at its moves. Oh, Tackle. I wonder what other moves it can learn. Whoa, look at these stats, it's super weirdly distributed. The attack and special attack are off the charts. This is gonna be a breeze. It's not. It's gonna be a hurricane. And its cry is fairly weird as well. Listen to this. I tried figuring out what other Pokemon this cry belonged to, but after listening to the Pokemon Emerald Cry compilation, I had no luck. If you find out, please tell me in the comments. I honestly really want to know. Well, let's say bye to Torchic since we're never going to be seeing him ever again. And now let's say hi to May and ask, may I destroy you? I trained question mark to become level 8 for this battle, since you never know what could happen, but it turns out it was pretty overkill since I took out our Mudkip in one hit. And never mind. I then went to talk to our local Pokemon god who gave me a Pokedex and the power to cause mass confusion. My mom then reverted back to her human self and handed me a nice pair of genuine leather slippers that are slip resistant and grow your slow twitch muscle fibers to absolute maximum power. Prepare for the questionable outside world, my mom yelled as I ran to the hills. Thanks, Mom, I can always count on you and my fever dreamish imagination. On my way, I will be picking up any hidden or identifiable items on the ground, or be it in the air or trees. I'm gonna get them all. As my father and I are bonding, Wally appears confused about how to catch a Pokemon, and now I have to help him out, although I don't think I have the qualifications to do so. At least he gets a real Pokemon. I then make my way to the local forest infested with bug catchers hungry for a beating. Suddenly on my forest exploration adventure, I find one of Santa's special helpers trying to deliver a very important present, but he was stopped by a non-believer. I then waterboarded the Aqua Grunt into submission. He then gave me his team's Aqua and I put it in my Wailmer pail. I make it to the next city and obtain HM01. And it doesn't work. You know what? For every TM and HM that I get that question mark can't learn, I'll try to recreate in real life. I'll put a link in the description for it. Note to self, pick up as little TMs as possible.
Welcome to the first Pokemon gym, what's your order?
Yeah, I'll have an easy as chicken pot pie and I'll pass on the nose pass.
Alright, sir.
Well, I mean, I didn't get a nose pass, so thanks, I guess? Sadly, the first two gyms in this game don't go too well if you only have a normal type Pokemon. Well, it looks like it's training montage time. And I stand corrected. Is this foreshadowing? Alright, I feel much more confident about this round. I'm going to be using Struggle this time, which inflicts neutral damage to rock types. In this battle, Roxanne really put up a fight, her Geodude clung on for dear life the entire battle. and it managed to kick me down to 4 hit points, but surprisingly, I got her nose past the yellow before falling to my foe. You might be yelling at me for not using potions or using any healing items, but I've decided that I shan't use them during battle. If I want to showcase the strength of ? What better way is there than to not spam full restores? I'm not the champion yet, guys. I'm gonna go and level up my interrogation skills, and I guess I'll use struggle again. This fight's actually looking pretty good. Finally, a nose passing grade. Give me that stone badge and stone TM. After all, I feel I deserve it. And of course, the TM doesn't work. Dang it. Now the only thing working is me, because something was stolen by the troublemakers once again. This time, a Wingull, the most rare of Pokemon. After I have rightfully returned the bird to its rightful sailor, I find May ready to duel, and duel we do. ? and I left on fire, and we made our way back to Littleroot Town to catch a second ? I did this because I only want to use ? in battle, and in Mossdeep City, the gym has 2 twin gym leaders, Tate and Lisa, who require a double battle in order to progress on. After that, I made my way to Dewford and entered Granite Cave. I stumbled around for a bit and bumped into what seemed to be a stone. Well, I was half right because that stone was Steven's stone. Steven is a powerful wandering trainer in Pokemon Emerald, who likes, you guessed it, rocks. I then tested Flash, and to my dismay, ? is incapable of learning in general. The first step to learning something is understanding it, and obviously ? will never be able to do such a thing. I then made my way to the local gym to brawl Brawly. ? did great, until the threw me into the Pokemon Center needing vital healing. The battle was close, so I decided to skip training and just go at it again. But this time, I held onto an Oranberry. I proceeded to one-shot both of his starting Pokemon until my first tackle left him at red. He healed, and I smacked him once more, and that left him questioning his own strength, and leaving me with a new badge and a TM that ? can't learn. Mr. Brittany and I then sailed over to Slateport, and I handed over the Devon goods to Doc. I then materialized into the museum to look at some fossils, but instead I found some aqua grunts with malintent. I beat 2 of them up, which led to their boss trying to explain the benefits of global warming to a 12-year-old child. I then received the TM for Thief, which ? was not able to learn. I'm starting to see a trend here. After that, I began to press forward again and found Professor Birch expecting me to be babysitting his daughter. He then ran back to his lab in Littleroot Town to form himself back into a Rayquaza. He then proceeded to beat up Groudon and silence Kyogre. After that event, I went and destroyed every single trainer in my sights. And next on my radar was May. Some people say this is the hardest fight in the entire game, but I flew past it without a scratch. Which should be the case because Pokemon at this level usually don't retain the move Scratch, unlike my brave warrior here who still uses Tackle. Then, as a lawnmower should, I beat up all the Pokemon that got in my way and made it to Mauville City. I then found Wally being held back by his uncle in front of the Pokemon gym. I think his uncle feared for Watson's life due to the sheer power of Wally's Ralts. I pushed through Watson's defenses set in preparation for Wally's appearance. I then stepped forward to greet him. I would ask him for a duel, but I'm gonna end the video here. I honestly had a lot of fun while making this video, and if you enjoyed it as much as I had, be sure to tap that like and subscribe button. Also, comment anything you can make or know about ? since honestly, I still have no clue what it is or why it's in the game at all. Alright, that is all for now. Tune in next episode for the destruction of Watson and the questionable ramblings of Gardenflower.